Brakatah Yahweh Shah, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shah, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shah, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Raha Kadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered across the four winds. Double honors to the elders that taught our elders and apostles. You know, this is your brother Yakar Aben from Great Millstone, Houston. Hopefully, this lesson is edifying to the elect. We're gonna go over who exactly is Esau and who is Jacob. You know, according to the Holy Scriptures. Okay, this is Genesis chapter 25, starting at verse 19. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister to Laban, the Syrian. And if you read a couple of chapters back, it'll explain to you who Laban is. You know, it'll explain that. You know, that whole. You had to go back and read it for yourself. And Isaac entreated the Lord Yahweh. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, which means He is or He exists. And it says, and Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. The one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay, so this right here is designating there's going to be two nations of people, and two manner of people. You know, two different types of people, right? And they're struggling. They're fighting inside of her womb. Both of them are fighting, trying to kill each other, essentially. You know, inside the womb, she's having problems. You know, they kicking, they fighting. You know how when you know children, when a mother has a child in the womb, how it kind of kicks and stretches and does certain things. Well, these two kids were inside there fighting. Like, you know, they were fighting a battle. Like, hey, I'm going to take you out before you come up out of here. Okay. And this is verse 25 and 24. It says, and when her days to deliver were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Okay. Okay, yeah. Let's go back. It says, and Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So okay, so that the elder, the kid that comes out first, is going to have to end up serving the younger kid, the kid that comes out second. Okay, so it says, and when the days to deliver were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Okay, so you know, so hey, we can look up that description, or you know, yeah, let's do that. Okay, because they only designate which one, you know, what color one of them was. So the other one, you know, had to be the color of everybody else at that time. But let's see. Let's do that. Harry died. Let's look at images. Oh wow. So it's giving us images of you know, well, I mean shit. It just kinda there it goes right there. But it doesn't say that he was hairy. It doesn't say that. That's a false. It says he was red like a hairy garment. So uh I don't see it didn't even come up. It didn't even come up. But anyway, so red like a hairy garment. Okay, so this is a hairy garment and that's kind of red. So, you know, what people have that appearance, what people have that appearance. Let's get it. Okay, let's look it up. Let's see what we got. Oh well, hey, there we go. Red, red all over. Okay, well, let's go back to it. And it says, yeah, the first came out red all over, like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out and took his hand and took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Okay, so that right there. Oh yeah. Let's go on and go all the way through it, because remember it says that the elders shall serve the younger, and it says, and Isaac loved Esau, but there's two manner of people. Esau was a cunning hunter, and Jacob was a plain man that dwelled in tents. Let's get this plain. Let's get that. It says perfect, complete. Complete, usually pious, specifically gentle, dear, coupled together, perfect, plain, undefiled, upright. And that's H8535. Thom. Yeah. Perfect, complete, perfect. One who lacks nothing in physical strength, beauty, executive, sound, wholesome, an ordinary, quiet sort of person, complete, morally innocent, having integrity, one who is morally and ethically pure. Okay, so two manner of people shall, come out of that womb. And it says, okay, well, let's get this cunning. That's quadai. It says to know, to learn, to know, to perceive and see, find out and discern, to discriminate, distinguish, to know by experience, to recognize, admit, knowledgeable, confess, to consider, to be adequate with, to be, skillful in, know how. So yeah. So he was a cunning hunter and he was a plain man, upright man, you know. So Esau observed things. And it says, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sawed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. Adam, which means red. Edom, Edomite, Adumian, descendants of Esau, the land of Edom. Yeah, so, yeah, and it says, and Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I'm at the point to die. What profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he sware unto him and sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage and lentils, and he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. And Esau despised his birthright. Let's see what that despised. By Zah, to despise, to hold in contempt, disdain, to despise, regard with contempt, to be despised, to be despicable, to be vile, worthless, to cause to despise. So yeah. He hated his birthright. You know, we're gonna jump to Genesis 27, and we're gonna go over this. And it came to pass when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son and said unto him, my son. He said unto him, behold, here am I. And he said, behold, now I am old. I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out of the field, and take me some venison, and make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. We're gonna I'll go all the way through it. I'll go all the way through it. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake unto Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, behold, I hear thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, bring me venison and make me savory meat, that I may eat and bless thee before the Lord Yahweh, before my death. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee. Go now to the flock and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I'm a smooth man. And my father peradventure will feel me, and I shall seem to him a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. And his mother said unto him, upon me be thy curse, thy son, obey my voice, and go fetch me them. And he went and fetched and brought them to his mother, and his mother made savory meat, such as his father loved. Remember, the Lord told, when Rebekah entreated the Lord told her, the elder would serve the younger. So, so Esau was the older, and Jacob was the younger. So, so she, this had all been worked out in the spirit realm. So it just had to play its part on earth. And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them on Jacob, her younger son. So she took Esau's clothes and put them on Jacob. And she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands and upon the smooth of his neck. So I guess Esau, when he grew up, he became hairy. But when he was a child, he just looked red, like a hairy garment, because they used to dye their garments red. So, the blood showed through his skin. So essentially he looked different than everybody else. And she gave him the savory meat and the bread, which she had prepared, in the hand of her son Jacob. And he came unto his father and said, My father. And he said, Here am I. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat my venison, that thy soul may bless thee. And Isaac said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because Yahweh, thy power, brought it to me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him and said, The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him. And he said, Art thou my son Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, Bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat. And he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field, which the Lord hath blessed, the Lord Yahweh hath blessed. Therefore, the Most High give thee of the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. Okay, so this is major. This is major, you know. And it says, And it come to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunt. And he also had made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me, that thy soul may bless thee. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Who? Where is he that hath taken the venison, and brought it to me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yeah, and he shall be blessed. So Isaac is saying, oh man, I done blessed whoever came in first. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? Jacob means supplanter, you know. Yaquab. It says heel holder or supplanter. All right, shoot, we can get that. Does it do it? I don't know. Nah, it doesn't have that. Doesn't have that option. Nah, it doesn't have that option. So I ain't gonna worry about that. It says for Genesis 27:36, and he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he have supplanted me these 2 times, and he took away my birthright, and behold, now he have taken away my blessing. And he said, How hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? You know, so, you know, but Esau was lying, because he sold his birthright. He sold his birthright for some pottage. some lentils, for some beans. So when he said he took away my birthright, that was a lie. It says, and now he have taken away my blessing, which he didn't take away his blessing, because it was already ordained that the elder shall serve the younger. And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do unto thee, my son? So Jacob got the blessing of, the whole earth, right? And it says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. So Esau has got the blessing of, the whole entire earth as well. And the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that means the whole earth, and thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherein his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah, and she sent and called Jacob her younger son, and said unto him, behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself, purposing to kill thee. So, okay, that's who Esau and Jacob are in their relationship. Esau hates Jacob, and he wants to kill him because he sold his birthright. But it was already ordained that Jacob would have the rulership. So let's get a couple more scriptures, supporting what's going on. So we're going to go to Malachi chapter 1 and verse 2. It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Okay, well, let's back it up. Malachi 1 and 1. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? It says, was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord, Yahweh? Salakia. Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and I laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Okay, so people say, well, that doesn't mean that he hated him. No, that's what it says. Let's look it up. It says, Shanai. Shanai. It says to hate, enemy, foe, hateful, odious, utterly. To hate, to be hateful, to hate, of man, of God, hater, one hating enemy. Okay. Of persons, nations, God, wisdom. Okay, so it says hate. That's what it says. It says, and I hated Esau, and I laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. People try to explain that away, but no, you can't explain that away. And it says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Let's look that up. Indignation, Zayam, a primitive root, probably to foam at the mouth, enrage, adore, abominable, angry, defy, indignation. To denounce, express indignation, be indignant. To have indignation, be indignant. To be angry, defiant, abhorrent. To express indignation in speech, denounce, curse. Okay. So, hey, the Lord says he can't stand Esau. He can't stand him. So, I mean, we'll get it one more time. It says, this is Romans 9 and chapter 10. And it says, and not only this, but when Rebekah had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So, I mean, the Most High can't stand Esau, but it's gonna explain it. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it's not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scriptures say unto Pharaoh, for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore he have mercy on whom he have mercy, and whom he will, he hardeneth. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he find fault? For who have resisted his will? Nay, O man, who art thou? Who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? So like the Most High, Yahweh, created Esau to be the villain. As simple as that. He created Esau to be the villain. And the villain, Esau hates his brother Jacob. So, and who can step in and say, well, hey, why did you make me like this? I mean, the Most High makes everything, and he just decided, because of election, that Esau was going to be hated, and Esau was going to be, the wicked of the earth. He designed him to be wicked. This is Romans 9 and 21. It says, have not the potter power over the clay, of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? Okay, so they're talking about Esau and Jacob, because Esau was a plain man, an honorable man, right? So that's the vessel unto honor, and another unto dishonor. So Esau is a man made unto dishonor, made out of the same lump, because they came both out of the same womb. This is assembly. It says, what if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction? So Esau is a vessel of wrath made to be destroyed. Made to be destroyed. And it says, and this is Romans 9 and 23, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he have afore prepared unto glory. And that's Jacob. That's Jacob. Then we'll get the next verse. Even us, whom he have called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles. And this Gentiles here is Israelite foreigners, because the Israelites were scattered among all the nations. But let's get one more and then we'll close it out. I mean, I know it's been a lot of reading, but this is establishing that Esau hates Jacob, and Esau's a cunning hunter. So we look out on the earth today and we know that Esau is the so-called white man. He lives by the sword. and he has the dominion. He has the dominion over the earth. So prior to, you know, well, we're gonna get that. That's Second Ezra 6. Oh, Salaki. God. Let's start at 6. This is Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 6. It says, "Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And it says, And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." So Jacob is the beginning of the new, Salaki. Let's see what the precepts they got here. We're not gonna go. I'm not gonna get that. But yeah, for Jacob is the end of the world. No, Salaki. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. But we know that when Jacob's rulership comes in, that it's an everlasting rulership. Salakia. It says, this is Daniel chapter 2 and verse 44. In the days of what? Yeah. 2 and 44. In the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. So Jacob's kingdom is going to stand forever. I don't know what these people are talking about the the church in the New Testament. Is salvation is for the church? No, salvation is for Jacob, and Jacob's rulership is going to be an eternal rulership. Not a temporary rulership like the ones that have happened on the earth as of now. As it stands right now, Esau is ruling the world, and Jacob is subservient. The Lord is using Esau, to punish Jacob. But the Lord is going to send his son, and he's going to destroy all the kingdoms, and Jacob's going to rule over. That being said, I'd like to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakha, Kadash. Double honors to our elders apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect scattered across the four winds. Hopefully this lesson is edifying to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Yakar Abin. Shalom.